Hey everybody, today I'm going to be cleaning my stove, and I have a glass stove top, and some of you have asked me how I clean it. So today it needs cleaning, and I'm going to bring you in closer to show you that it really does need cleaning, and then we're going to do it together. But first of all, let me tell you what I use to clean it with. I use Cerama Bright. It's for cooktop. It's a cooktop cleaner, and you can see here the burner or the eye, whatever you call it, that it's specifically for cooktops. So I'll be using that, and I got it off of Amazon. And then I use a non-scratch scrub sponge. This is what it looks like. It has an abrasive side, and then it has a soft side, and this is dry, so I'm not going to wet it right now. So the first thing that I'm going, and then I have just a rag, just a soft rag that I'll be using once we start to clean up and finish up. I do have on gloves, and the first thing that I'm going to do is to lock my stove. Now I can lock mine, I don't know if you can or not, but next I'm going to bring you over and show you just exactly how dirty my stove is. See how that's burned on there? You wouldn't believe my stove would get in that kind of mess. But we used a small frying pan, and so it splattered, the grease splattered out, and it needs cleaning. So I'm going to set my camera back up. I just wanted you to see that it does need cleaning. I'm going to bring you down a little bit, and I may not be in the picture, but that is perfectly okay. What I want you to see is the process that we're going through. Now I'm going to shake this up, and I'm just going to pour it. Just pour it on my stove. Just like that. Next, I'm just going to use my little sponge, and I'm using the abrasive side, and I'm going to start working it in. Now, on those really hard spots that I showed you, it's going to take some elbow grease. And I don't know if you know what elbow grease is, but all of us older ones, we know. Got to push my sleeves back up because I'm using some of this elbow grease to get this off. But see, you can see where it's coming off, but it does take some muscle to get those hardest spots off. So I'm just going to continue to scrub this with this sponge. And you want to use one that's specifically for this. A non-scratch sponge is what you want to do. In the places that it's not bad and you don't need to do a lot of work to it, you can just spread your cleaner out like that. But then on those hard spots, you need to really work at it. So I'm going to continue to scrub this where I know that it needs to be done. I know that you can't see it, but I can. And when I get finished, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let it dry. This is like waxing a car. I don't know if the younger people, they probably don't know what waxing a car is like, but you put the wax on there, you let it dry, and then you come back and you wipe it off. And that's basically the process that we do when we clean, when we clean our glass top stove. So I'm going to finish scrubbing, and then I'm going to let it dry, and I'll come back and we'll wipe it off together and look at it. Okay, are y'all still with me? I'm down here. So I'm ready to take this cleaner off of my stove, and you may have to help me, but let me show you how we're going to do it. I have two cloths here. I told you I just had one, but this one's soft. This is just an old dishcloth, and it's a little more, has a little bit more texture to it. So I think I'll start with it. So I'm just going to lay my cloth on my stove top just like this, and I'm going to start scrubbing this off. And that's how you do it. So hang with me and let's talk while we get this done. I'm going to do it as quickly as I can, but I want you to see it. It is amazing how wonderful this cleaner is and what a good job it does when you're cleaning your stove. I just love it. I don't mind cleaning my stove because it does take some work, and you can tell as I'm getting out of breath that I am using my muscles. Some of that elbow grease I talked about earlier. So I'm just scrubbing. And right there, I missed a spot. So if you miss a spot, you can just put a little bit more cleaner on, and you can go back and scrub a little harder. So now, I'm going to set this one aside, and I'm going to grab my second cloth. I'm just going to kind of wipe things off, cleaning it up, getting it all out of the way. Continuing to get all of this off. And I'm going to bring you in close and show you what a good job that it did. And I'll also show you, just to be transparent, that I didn't use enough elbow grease on this burner over here, and I got to go back and work on that a little bit more. But I wanted to show you how this works, how easy it is, and how your stove can look brand new with just a little bit of work. Now my stove is 17 years old. Yes, it is 17 years old, and it looks almost brand new. So now I'm going to take a clear glass cleaner. I'm just going to spray it. Use a paper towel to finish up. And there you have it. In just minutes, your stove can be clean. You can be proud of it. You can get ready to mess it up again too the next time you cook. But just know how easy it is to clean. But I want to bring you in. I told you that I would, and show you how clean it is. Look at that. The light is creating a glare, so it's not looking as shiny as it really is, but it is so clean. I wish I could show you. It's just the lights overhead. But see right here, I need to work on that a little bit more. Just need to get my scratch pad and work on it a little bit more. Maybe if I do this, you can see better. How about if I just turn the light off? Would that help? So much glare. But it's clean, it's beautiful, and it works. I'll see you again really, really soon.